Good evening. I'm Danielle Decker, Executive Director of the Lake City, Columbia County Chamber of Commerce. Each election year since 1986, Florida Gateway College, along with your Chamber of Commerce, have sponsored Candidate Forum. It's our pleasure again this year to present the candidates running for public office here in Columbia County. Tonight's program is co-sponsored by the Lake City Reporter. We hope you find the program informative. Remember, early voting for this year's election begins August 4th, and Election Day for the primary is August 14th. Thank you for joining us.
Live from Florida Gateway College, celebrating 65 years of strengthening our community through education, this is Candidate Forum 2012. Tonight, the candidates for Columbia County Commission in Districts 1, 3, and 5 will be here to answer questions on issues that concern you, the voter. Candidate Forum 2012 is sponsored by Potash Corp of White Springs, helping nature provide. By Haven Hospice, honoring life by providing comfort, care, and compassion to those we serve. Also by Drawdy Insurance Services, your local trusted choice agent for all your auto, home, and business needs. And by Tommy Demas, attorney at law. If you've been injured in an accident, call Tommy. He's one of the good guys, and he'll take care of you. Now, here are the moderators for Candidate Forum, the editor of the Lake City Reporter, Robert Bridges, and from Florida Gateway College, Mike McKee.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Candidate Forum 2012. Along with Lake City Reporter editor Robert Bridges, I'm Mike McKee, and for the next 90 minutes, we'll introduce you to the candidates for Columbia County Commission District 1, District 3, and District 5. Tonight's forum is brought to you by Drawdy Insurance Services, attorney Tommy Demas, Haven Hospice, and Potash Corporation, and WCJX Radio, in which we are being simulcast this evening. We thank them for their support. The rules for the segment that you're about to see are as follows. Each candidate for County Commission District 1 will be asked a 2-minute, or be given a 2-minute opening statement, and then a 2-minute closing statement. In the middle, each candidate is afforded 2 minutes to answer questions. Let's get started by meeting the candidates for County Commission District 1. We have with us Ron Williams, Onai Allen, Randall Thomas, and Clarence Tucker. We drew numbers prior to coming into the studio, and candidate Williams drew the number 1. Mr. Williams, you have 2 minutes to make an opening statement.
Good evening, Columbia County. I'm Ron Williams, the County Commissioner of District 1. It's very important that we realize that Columbia County's future is now Columbia County. We need to work together to bring jobs into Columbia County. There's 2 things that are very important and they go together: water and jobs. Without water, you cannot have the job. Columbia County is a great place to live, a great place to raise your family. But with the growth coming to Columbia County, we must remember the quality of life that we have here in Columbia County. We must maintain that quality of life. Whether it be passive recreation, we cannot legislate one out. There might be one that love to hunt and fish. There may be one that like to tube down to East Tutney. There's one that like to watch their kids play baseball, softball, soccer, or football. So it's important as Columbia County grows that we maintain that quality of life that's good for all of us. This election is not about me. It's not about me personally. I do not take things personally when my opponents speak. I take things personally when it comes to Columbia County. I take things personal when we had a great meeting 2.5 years ago at Richardson, and the topic of that meeting was Columbia County Future is Now, where I organized all the leaders of Columbia County. And when the executive director, the former executive director of Swanee River Water Management made this statement: if you want to bring businesses to Columbia County, tell them to bring their water with them. Yet and still, we turn around less than 2 years later and partner with JEA in Jacksonville with a permit from the St. John Water Management Company that could pick up to 1.5 million gallons a day, up to 155 million gallons a day. Thank you, Ron Williams.
Thank you, candidate Williams. It's now time to hear an opening statement from candidate Allen. Allen, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Onai Brown Allen, and I am a candidate for County Commissioner of District 1. I'm married to Willie B. Allen. We have 2 children. Eddie and Brandon. And the reason why that I decided to run for county commissioner is that I want this county to offer as much as they possibly can for your children, my children, your grandchildren, and my grandchildren, that whenever they get grown, that they want to come back here and that we have jobs that are available, recreation that is available, and all type of resources that are here for them. You know, Columbia County is growing, and we need to look at making sure that we have zero crime as possible. We have affordable housing that will be available, and also jobs. Jobs are very, very important, because that is what our people are looking for, is to be able to come back here to have a decent job to where they can raise their families. And also schools. Schools are very, very important. That's why being a commissioner, we need to work with every entity possible in Columbia County, not just for District 1, but for the entire county, to make it the best county available for District 1 and also the citizens of Columbia County. And I do ask you, whenever you do consider your votes, whether it's early voting or August 14th, do consider Onai Brown Allen as your candidate for County Commissioner, District 1.
Thank you, Candidate Allen. Our next opening statement will be made by candidate Randall Thomas.
Hello, my name is Randall Thomas. My friends call me Randy. I'm running for County Commissioner District 1. I'm a lifelong resident of Lake City. I've been in Columbia County all my life. My parents, their parents before them. My main concerns here are representation. I've run off of that from the very beginning. I'm going to stick to that right to the end. That's a very important issue to me. Without representation, you don't have communication. Without communication, you have chaos. Representation is a very important thing. You have to have communication between the residents of Columbia County and local government. That's what I'm all about, is bringing that representation to the public, bringing them up to date on what's going on, keeping them informed on what's going on. And from that, we can accomplish anything or many things throughout this county, whether it be economic, whether it be the water issues, whatever it may be. That's what it's all about, is the people of Columbia County. That's what I'm here for. That's my whole sole purpose here, is to represent Columbia County and the people in District 1. I'm Randall Thomas for Columbia County Commissioner, District 1.
Thank you very much. And our final opening statement will be made by candidate Clarence Tucker. Mr. Tucker?
Good evening. My name is Clarence Tucker, and I'm running for County Commissioner District 1. I'm a father of two grandchildren. I'm running for County Commissioner because I want to help how our hard-earned dollars are spent. I want to help make good decisions. I want to help the quality of life. I have the leadership ability to make families and residents in Columbia County are challenging with difficult economy times. People are losing their jobs, and wages are stagnant. I will represent the people by the best interest in protecting the well-being of Columbia County. I am a public servant. I will stand with you, not above you. Together we can foster a new spirit of progress for a positive change. I want the voters to know that my heart and dedication to serve the people of District 1 and Columbia County as a whole will always be strong and true. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidates, for your opening statements. It's now time for the question and answer portion of the broadcast. And to ask the questions is a brand new person to our program. He's the editor of the Lake City Reporter, Mr. Robert Bridges.
Thanks, Mike. We'll begin our questions with candidate Ron Williams. Mr. Williams, what makes you a better choice for county commission than your opponents?
What makes me a better candidate for county commissioner than my opponents? I have respect for my opponents, but they cannot measure up to the experience, the dedication, and commitment that Ron Williams have had over the last 30 years. It's been a tough road to hoe, starting in 1981, and worked through the good old boy syndrome of politics until today. everybody knows that when Columbia County needs Ron Williams, you don't have to look for Ron Williams. Ron Williams is there. We take the storms that we have gone through the years. You think the forest fires that we have gone through the years. You think the tornadoes that we have gone through the years. You think the last tragedy that we have had in a disaster by Mother Nature, Ron Williams was there. I will always be there for the people of Columbia County because I am committed. My heart is committed. My soul is committed. Columbia County comes first in my book. I put aside everything else when it comes time to look after Columbia County. Not only the residents of District 1, but I get called throughout Columbia County for assistance. And I'm obliged to do that because although I'm elected in District 1, I serve Columbia County as a whole. One might not remember that I was elected twice in my career countywide. No other candidate that's running for office up here can say that. I'm the one with a proven track record. Where the rubber meets the road, you can count on Ron Williams. When you need a helping hand, you can count on Ron Williams. Not only that, I have coached your kids and my kids for 37 years. No other candidate up here can say that. They have not been involved in the community.
Ms. Allen, same question. What makes you a better choice for county commission than your opponents?
Well, I believe that I am the better candidate because I have people's best interests at heart. I have always worked in the community. I've represented this community well. The incumbent indicated that, yes, he had the experience, but I'm sure when he started 30 years ago, he did not have the experience. So whatever resources that he had to make him a very good commissioner, then those same resources are available to me as well. And I would utilize that. I would go to whatever degree that I need to. I would use the county manager, any other resources to find out the answers and to represent this county to the best of my ability, because I do love Columbia County and I want to be the voice for the people. So the people can call me, whether you want to call me by phone, talk to me face to face, by letter, whatever, I will definitely get back with you. And I want to be your county commissioner because I want to give Columbia County 110% of me. And I know that I can do that when given the opportunity. So I know that I have what it takes to also be the very best candidate for County Commissioner of District 1 and Columbia County, because I do have Columbia County best interests at heart, and I can and I will represent this county, whether it's District 1 or Columbia County, very well. Thank you.
Mr. Thomas, what makes you a better choice for county commission than your opponents?
The whole thing's about the way I think, the way I do things, the way I handle a certain problem, the way I go after a certain problem, or either step into a problem, whatever it may be. I'm not the better candidate, as I don't consider myself to be better as everybody up here. We're all equal. My big thing is representation again. You go after your public, you keep your public informed. With the modern technology today, with the internet, texting, Facebook, smartphones, there's no reason for somebody not to know what's going on in the county. That's the sole purpose in this, is to keep everybody informed and let them know what's going on. That's where I'm at on this, is just keeping everybody informed and going after representation. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Tucker, same question. What makes you a better choice for county commission than your opponents?
I feel that I'm a better candidate for the position because of my military leadership abilities. That I'm a public servant, and that I will be there for the people. Just like the other commissioners can come on to say, I will meet people, I will take care of the people. I will be there for them whenever they call me, whenever they need me. Because as a county commissioner, their job is to take care of the people. Their job is to make sure the constituents is taken care of. Thank you very much.
We'll stay with Mr. Tucker for the next question. Mr. Tucker, as a member of the County Commission, what can you do to promote the growth and economic well-being of Columbia County? And please be very specific in your response.
Yes. Improve infrastructure. Be aggressive of seeking new businesses in the Columbia County. Protect local car growth business. Improve and make our county attractive to people to live and play. Give a tax incentives to hire employees from our county. Thank you.
Thomas, same question. As a member of the County Commission, what can you do to promote the growth, economic well-being of Columbia County? And please be specific.
The growth of Columbia County is definitely hinging on industry. We need jobs. With those in mind, the industry that comes in, I feel, needs to cater towards Columbia County, not Columbia County catering towards it. I feel like any industry that comes into Columbia County should cater to our needs and what we need in Columbia County. As far as tax incentives, I feel like they should be offered to these companies, and at a point to where we need to really tweak how we look at these, how we do these tax incentives, so that it doesn't wind up costing the county, the taxpayers in Columbia County. That's about it. Thank you.
Ms. Allen, what could you do as a member of the County Commission to promote the growth and economic well-being of our county? And please be specific.
Thank you. As your county commissioner, I am willing to work with all entities that are involved with bringing growth, bringing jobs to Columbia County. And if we work as one and one common goal, then we can really accomplish anything of which we want here in Columbia County, because jobs is very, very important. So we have to look at whatever we're not doing and partner with all entities in the county to bring the best suitable paying jobs here, so our kids and our grandchildren will want to make Columbia County their home, and the revenue will stay here in Columbia County. So I'm willing to do whatever research needs to be done, to work with the different entities to support whatever we need in order to make Columbia County the best place for anyone wanting to relocate, because we have to make it attractive. Also, we need to look at the environment, making this county green, so our children and our grandchildren doesn't have to worry about all of the toxic and recycling and all of that. So we need to work as one. Once we do that, then we can definitely make Columbia County and District 1 grow. Thank you.
Mr. Williams, same question. What can you do to promote the growth and economic well-being of our county? And again, in specific terms, please.
Very specific. I have a track record of being pro-business for Columbia County, a proven track record. As a county, under my leadership, with our former board members and present board members, we have put in place all the incentives that local government can give businesses. Whether you agree with all the terms of Governor Scott have put the state of Florida in a position to be more business friendly towards businesses. That's a spinoff will help Columbia County. The things that we cannot control are the states that border us, Georgia and Alabama. We can't do anything with electrical rates. We can't do anything with workman comp. We cannot do anything with health insurance and some of these other issues. But when it comes to Columbia County, we have and we will continue to make jobs the top priority. It's not only about Columbia County, it's about the region. We know that 40% of Columbia counties go outside the county and work. And we know that 40% of the workforce of Columbia County is not from Columbia County. But when we market Columbia County, we do not market Columbia County as a population of 60+ thousand. We market the region of 450,000 people. So when a person a company is looking at Columbia County and want to locate, they know that they got a job force out there they can pull from and make sure they get the quality of employees they need. We have a great facility here where we sit tonight that offer training for these companies for their employees. So I am pro-business, 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 and will continue to be pro-business for Columbia County.
We'll stick with you, Mr. Williams, for the next question. Relationship between the County Commission and the City Council has at times been strained. What would you do, if elected, to make for a better working relationship between those two governmental bodies?
Well, that's been a long, hard chore. The relationship is not as bad as one put it to be. Now, you know I am in favor of consolidation. You know that from the start. I just think that it would work better. But that is something that the city fathers would have to agree to also to put it on a referendum to do so. But they have their form of government, the county have their form of government. The relationships through the years have improved. I think the only sticking point that we had was EMS. That was worked out when the county privatized EMS. But I'll tell you this, when it comes time where the rubber meets the road and we got a disaster, everybody comes together like Columbia County is known to do. When we have a job prospect out there, everybody comes to the table and do what they need to do. So I don't see, it might be a strange relationship at times, but it's a working relationship. And it's a good working relationship, and it's a good environment. You take Target, for instance. Target was a joint effort between the city government and county government. You take the Bell Road project, which has been named one of the #1 priorities for development in Columbia County. The city is doing what they can and need to do to put the infrastructure as far as water and sewer at play. You take the Callaway site and Plum Creek development. The city and county have been working hand in hand to make sure that infrastructure is in place for the Callaway site. What we need to do is work together, and we will continue to work together, although sometimes it might seem strange, but the city and county both have Columbia County best interests at heart.
Ms. Allen, if elected, what would you do to make for a better working relationship between the County Commission and City Council?
If elected, I would definitely try and work out whatever problems that the city and county have, and I know that whenever we're working for one common goal, that the city and county will come together to make sure that the city of Lake City and Columbia County shines, because that's why we need to work together. Togetherness, we can go forward. There is just no limit to what we cannot do working together. And I definitely know that once we have that one common goal, that both sides, whether it's on the county side or the city side, that we will come together and we can and will work out our differences so that Columbia County and the city of Lake City will be the best that it can be. Thank you.
Mr. Thomas, same question. How are you going to create a better relationship with the City Council?
You keep the lines of communication open. We're all friends and neighbors. There's no reason that we can't keep those lines open between one another. You know, tempers flare and things get said sometimes that everybody regrets in the long run. But if you keep the line of communications open between the two, there's no reason that you can't accomplish everybody's goals and everybody's needs in the community as far as the city and county is concerned. You can do that if you keep those communication lines open. So that's the biggest thing to me, is keep those lines open and keep communicating, keep talking to one another, and work our issues out. And that's basically all you can do. Thank you.
Mr. Tucker, same question. How to create a better working relationship with the city?
Yes, Yes, I feel that as long as, just like Mr. Randall said, as long as we keep communications and lines open and keep each other informed about what's going on or what we're doing, I think that we can have a better relationship to work together as a one for the same common goal. Thank you very much.
And that concludes the question and answer portion of the broadcast. It's now time for each candidate to make a 2-minute closing statement. And since candidate Williams went first, he will go last tonight. So candidate Tucker, you have the honor of making the first closing statements. You have 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm running with a simple message: to find a common ground for a common good for our family futures. I believe that by encouraging and sustaining a diverse economy, we can be resilient in facing the economy hardships while strengthening the tax base of the county government. Depends on. Many of us understand jobs that should be provided with the budget needed to trim. If the budget needed to be trimmed, it should not be involved releasing staff. We can find ways without hurting workers and their families. I believe in rewarding a man or woman for the good works that they do. Thank you very much. Vote Clarence Tucker on August 14th.
Mr. Thomas, it's your turn now to make a 2-minute closing statement.
Thank you. My name is Randall Thomas. I would love to be your county commissioner for District 1 and in the community, and serving as your public servant in the community of District 1. That would please me no more. Helping you reach your goals, being there for you when in times of need, being there for you when times are good, being there for you when in between those times. That's the sole purpose, that's the sole goal of everything about me running for county commissioner. I'm Randall Thomas. I would appreciate your vote. Starting early votes August 4th, August 14th. Randall Thomas, County Commissioner, District 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. Ms. Allen, you have 2 minutes to make your closing statement.
Yes, my name again is Onai Brown Allen, and I am a candidate for County Commissioner of District 1. And I do want to be your next County Commissioner. I know that I have what it takes. I don't have the answers for everything, but I'm very, very resourceful. I can use whatever resources that are currently out there. I would definitely do my very best to give it to the citizens of District 1 and to Columbia County. I want to give you 110% of me. I want to be readily available. I want Columbia County to go to the next millennium, but I want to be a part of that because I know that I have what it takes to be your next county commissioner. I ask that when you go to the polls, whether you do early voting, whether you do absentee, or if you wait until August 14th, do vote Onai Brown Allen as your county commissioner, District 1. Thank you, and may God bless.
Thank you very much, Ms. Allen. And now the incumbent, Ron Williams. It's your turn to make a 2-minute closing statement.
It's obvious. I've heard all three of my opponents say the things they would like to do for if they are elected county commissioner. I'm doing that now, far and beyond. I'm doing the same thing. I have committed myself to Columbia County. But what's important to me and what I really like about the job that I've been part of in Columbia County, we are financially sound. We rank number 7th in the state of Florida, being one of the strongest financial sound counties in the state. That's on a scale from 1 to 10. When it comes to providing services to our constituents, Columbia County ranks 60 out of 67 counties. So 1 being the lowest. Columbia County right now, Columbia County in their reserves have over around $30 million. Fund balance, we have $35 million. That is why we could attack a hurricane, the damages of Hurricane Debbie like we did. We didn't have to go somewhere and try to borrow money in hope that FEMA pay us back. Our citizens came first, and we had the money to do it with. To spend reserves, it take a 4-to-1 vote, a supermajority to do that. And that's why that reserve is sit there. So you can have crunch time, you have the money to do it with. The Board of County Commissioners, since I've been on the board, we have not increased the millage since 1984. I will and I will never increase the millage. We are experiencing a shortfall in the budget now. We have lost $7 million, but while we have these reserves, there won't be any layoffs, and we will continue to operate Columbia County among the top counties in the state of Florida. Thank you, God bless, and keep Ron Williams your county commissioner, and don't be bucked off by false promises.
Thank you very much, candidates. That concludes the first segment of our candidate forum this evening. When we come back on Florida Gateway College Television, we'll meet the candidates for County Commission District 3. You're watching Candidate Forums on Florida Gateway College Television and WCJX Radio. Don't go away.